money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on the tour.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now a first down throw, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Devontae Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. This is fielded at the 27. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Watson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Back deep is Micah Hyde. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Chiefs at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. They're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. The 40, the 20, 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Hurts to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Fielded at the 33. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
3rd and 2, Watson. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Hurts throw complete there to Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So a new man under center here, Charles. It's the ultra-rare quarterback trade, and he delivers a strike there.
And you just don't see this happen very often. Changing of teams during the season at the quarterback position, but they expect impact from him, and they should get it.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Etienne once more. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. Tucker's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. This one somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. He will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Etienne up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. Dodges it, and Henry's hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
The slot man in motion right. And that will be incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field to start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Raiders on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. And it's complete to Adams. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. 20, 10, 5. He will score. Touchdown, Chiefs. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jamal Williams, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But first down hurts. It's hauled in by Shepard.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
11 more on that one and another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On the counter, ETN. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He completes it to Beckham. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Odell Beckham, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
Tucker with the extra point. And that will cut the lead down to 15. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellows up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
Again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come up and downfield, but they never did.
Watson. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Watson on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From just shy of midfield, Watson, slant to Adams. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now.
There he goes again.
Touchdown, Raiders. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game.
And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And oh, it's blocked. Oh, the Chiefs have... Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 40, the 30, 10, 5. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection led to the block.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
And this is caught on the sideline, and he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. fielded just outside the goal line.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Check down here for Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is nearly impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
After the penalty, it's Henry.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try the air now with Watson. He hits Adams complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson now to throw. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They go play action with Hurts.
It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On first down, it's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the 50, it's Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football. And
Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game.
Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
After the interception, here's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams, 27 yards.
And the Raiders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's Hurts to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us. but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson forced out to his left. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's Watson on the move to his left. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Davante Adams from 6 yards away. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll go again with Etienne. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Ready.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Watson. Trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart on points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Inside handoff down to Fournette. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A handoff for Etienne. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Watson. The slant connects with Devontae Adams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On first down, Watson. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember Coach Matt saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jalen Hurts with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Tucker with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession 4th quarter lead. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's the backup Simeon. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Simeon. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. On first down, Simeon. Oh, you
saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Throwing on third down, Simeon. It's caught here by Adams. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here we go on fourth. Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On 1st and 10, Simeon. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Henry up the middle. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Watson on 3rd down. Slant to Adams. Touchdown Raiders. Devontae Adams. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Etienne. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Carlson now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball.
He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And as this defense walks off the field,